there, I'm Artistic Gamer 7 and welcome back to another Pokemon to Create a Sim video. This particular video is going to be for the grass starter from Gen 7, but the final evolutionary form, which is Decidueye. If you don't know who Decidueye is, there is going to be a picture down in like the bottom left corner. So that you have that picture as reference if you're someone who's not as familiar with Pokemon, but you like watching Create a Sim videos. So this is one of the ones when I was actually going into it, I had at least a few ideas that I wanted to try before getting too far into the Create a Sim, like with his hair and things like that. Because there are certain clothing that I have that have like hoods on them. And if you look at a picture of Decidueye and such, he actually looks like he has like this green hooded thing on him. So I actually, like, before even doing a lot of the stuff, I like edited his face some and tried to make it look the way that I wanted it. But then also wanted to go through and try those clothing items that I knew had the hood on it. There was only like 2 or 3 of them. So, but I wanted to try them either way and basically see if any of them had colors that was close to what his color was. Sadly, they did not. But there is actually like this hood thing that I completely forgot I had, which I end up putting on him that has like basically the exact color green that I needed it to have. So I was actually pretty excited about that. So you'll eventually see that I'll come across that. That is, I think, in the hat section, I believe. But I will say, when it comes to like his like shoulders up, I especially really like how he turned out. He has definitely a different vibe going on to him. Once you see like me finish him and stuff, you'll understand that a little bit more so. But I will say, with the rest of his clothes, it wasn't necessarily hard finding clothes that like fit the color scheme. Like, I definitely think I got the color scheme, but at the same time, there just was no clothes that were fully speaking to me, and knowing, like, orange is a pretty hard color to get, and I didn't know if I wanted to go with full-on orange, or, like, orange mixed with some other colors, but most of the orange stuff I have is not mixed with any other colors except for, like, one other color, and it's, like, pretty on the simple side. I was hoping to get more, like, of a pattern thing going on, but eventually I do settle with just a plain orange shirt that has, it's like a t-shirt with like white long sleeve underneath it. I sort of felt like it fit the vibe with how like his face and stuff was looking, at least. Anyway, but I think honestly he was one of the easier ones to end up doing, because in the long run, like, there was things that as I was doing, I was like, yes, yes. So, other than the clothes, but with the clothes, I didn't, with the pants I'm okay with, because the pants were pretty close to the color of, like, his wings and stuff, like, that lighter, tanny cream color, but I wish the orange shirt I would have had, the white, I could have changed the color of and made it more of a cream color or something, or added more green, because I think it would have looked better if I had more green other than just the hood. But honestly, I was like so excited about the hood part, I think, that I just was like, yeah. Yeah. Like, once I got past like the hooded part and stuff like that, and like his face, basically, I wasn't as concerned, because I was just so happy with that and trying to like portray like all this going on his face, because he's got like the oranges and the blacks and stuff, and I even considered putting like the mask on his face, but the certain masks that have that more pointed look on the nose part were in the same category as the hood thing, and the mask that I had as like a different accessory, which you should have already seen me fooling around with those, they were more rounded, or like, you know, more straight. They didn't have that hard point going on the top of the nose. Which, if I would have put a mask on, that's what I would have wanted, because I would have been using that to represent sort of his beak-like thing. But instead, I just put like a bunch of like paint on his face. Paint and tattoo look going on. But I think it looks really cool. Like I said, like his face part is probably my favorite part with him in general. And I really like the ending screenshot that I have like you'll see at the end there. Like, that's just my overall feel with Decidueye is captured in that last screenshot. But I do still think he actually turned out really well. I've actually done all 3 of the final evolutions for Gen 7, so you'll get to see Incineroar and Primarina later. I'm not gonna say which one's my favorite just yet. I'm just gonna let you know it's not Decidueye. I'll mention who that is once their video actually shows up. But I still actually really like Decidueye, how he turned out. He's about in the, like, if I was to take all the Pokemon to create a Sims, like, how they turned out from Series 1 and Series 2, and I took them all and I, like, set them out, and rated them, I would probably put him somewhere in the middle. Probably. Like, he's definitely not, I don't think he's bad. And, like I said, his face and stuff I think's really strong, but then his lower half is not as strong. So, you know, he's somewhere in the middle ground. I like him, but I don't like him as much as quite a few others. So, maybe one day I'll actually go through and rate all of my Pokemon Sims, like, take a screenshot of each of them and rate them and put them in order. Maybe, we'll see. Let me know down in the comments below if you'd like to see that. But anyway, also talking about the comments below, if you would like to suggest some Pokemon that you don't think I have tried to turn into a Sim yet, definitely feel free to mention that down in the comments below. I'll definitely be intrigued to see which Pokemon people are hoping to see as a Sim. You can also always message me over on Twitter as well. My Twitter and other social medias will be down in the description below for you to follow. I hope you liked how Decidueye turned out and how the video was. If so, hit that lovely like button, subscribe, and make sure you have the little notification bell turned on. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!